Hey guys, hope you are good. Welcome back to Changing the Game with Emmanuel Game Changer. It's good to have you back. This week's topic is about an issue that's kind of been trending on social media. The topic is the bad boy syndrome, or the bad boy. I call it the bad boy syndrome. I just thought I might do something quickly. What is a bad boy? A bad boy is someone who is very boisterous, who is overly confident, very bold, but can be very egotistic, can look down on people, can be a physical presence, doesn't need to be massive physically, has the tendency to be violent as well, has the tendency to be violent and aggressive. This bad boy thing, I think the real issue was with girls liking bad boys. I don't agree with the bad boy syndrome, the bad boy lifestyle. I've seen how it has affected friends. Growing up, I saw how it kind of affected me, hanging around guys that live that life, live that lifestyle. It's very real. When you look at society as well, you look at what we see on the TV, look at what we see on social media, look at what we see on YouTube, especially for young men and men growing up in areas like London. A lot of your role models are the guys that you see in your estate, in your local community, in your schools, in your colleges, in your universities. What you see on YouTube, like, you know, the big rapper from your area on YouTube, he's what you look up to, or a rapper from London that, you know, you highly esteem. Whatever he talks about, you see aspects of that you want to take upon yourself. Those are your role models. And so young men, younger generations, more so millennials, have kind of looked up to these guys and said, okay, this is what I'm going to take on. These are the characteristics I'm going to take on. I'm going to be overly bold. I'm going to make people fear me, not necessarily respect by consent, a more forceful respect. People must respect me by hook or by crook. There's no ways about it. They're gonna have to respect me. The way that they talk to people, the way they talk to girls, like, you do this, you must do this. They can be very controlling, very manipulative as well. Now, I can't blame a lot of young men for going down that road because of what they've seen. Now, in my last video, I was talking about the power of choice. Yes, they do have the power of choice to choose. However, it's so much in their face. When there's not enough positive options, they can only go down one route. Now, with ladies liking bad boys, or boys with the bad boy syndrome, ladies, what you see more is what you're going to tend to look at, what you see in the media, what you see in movies, what you see in your areas and your communities and your schools or your workplace. What you see more, you're more likely to be attracted to that. You're more likely to pay more attention to that. If you're living in areas like London, areas where there are more predominantly bad boys, you're more likely to see them and you're more likely to have an attraction for those guys. And that's why a lot of girls like the bad boy, because they're overconfident, and girls like a confident guy. The problem is, overconfidence will get you in trouble. Some girls get into these relationships with some of these guys. Then the girl somehow manages to start losing her confidence in herself. And her confidence now becomes her man's confidence. And personally, I agree a man should be confident, yes, but I also agree that a woman needs to be equally as confident as well. But if your man or your boyfriend or your husband or your fiance or whoever is putting you down, your dad could be putting you down, and your confidence is in his confidence, then we have a problem here. That's not confidence when it puts someone else's confidence down. It's not boldness when you put someone's boldness down. When you make someone feel inferior by force, that's not boldness, that's not confidence. But unfortunately, these are some of the bad symptoms. I really do feel like, especially in this day and age where we've got a lot of rappers and a lot of artists and musicians who are portraying a particular lifestyle that many young men, more so the millennials, are looking up to. and they see these bad characteristics, they see these bad traits, and that's what they're looking to go after. That's what they aspire to be. And because a lot of young girls, a lot of young women, ladies, also millennials are watching these young men as well, they tend to be more attracted to that, because that's what they're feeding themselves with. That's the culture that they've been born and raised in. That's the culture and the lifestyle that they live. And so they get sucked in and entrapped in that lifestyle. It's very hard. I don't agree with the bad boy lifestyle, and I definitely don't condone, but there needs to be an understanding of where these young men are coming from. There needs to be a rise in men that will show the good standards, that will show what a man is meant to be. A man is meant to be bold and confident. A man might have an ego, but can know how to put his ego under control. A man might have prideful tendencies, but a man still knows how to level things up and stay humble and remain humble. A man knows how to look after his own. A man knows how to right his wrongs. A man knows how to say sorry. A man knows how to love his wife, his children, his kids, his partner. A man knows how to be influential in his community. Not just in his house, in his community. A man is responsible. A man doesn't need to throw himself about. A man can be confident, but he doesn't need to be the only person you see before you know that he's a real man. The bad boy mentality, it hurts me when I see a lot of young men still trying to carry that along. It's also unfortunate when you see young women who are sold out to liking bad boys and bad guys. There's definitely more to life than that. It's very hazardous as well in terms of just way of life, living, that kind of stuff. Such a big topic, but it's one of the touchy topics that I've always looked at doing anyway. What is it to be a man? And so I'm definitely going to do that in the future. Guys, give me topics to talk about. One of the things I do want to talk about on Changing the Game is life issues, social issues. And I believe this is a big social issue. Society is not helping when it comes to painting a good picture for men and what a real man or what a good man should look like. This is a social issue. So it's in my remit, so I'm allowed to talk about it. But guys, give me some topics to talk about. Really want to talk about it. Really want to touch on some issues that are real to you. Guys, hit me up, email me, message me on social media. My social media is in the description. Make sure you subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Take care.